Super. It's really nice to see you all. Make sure also that you take a few screenshots if you want, because in every computer is different. So it will be nice to kind of receive after this ceremony some thoughts from your angle perspective wherever you are. And I think with that we can start. I think the recording has already started.
It has.
And well, it's me and Eve. We are going to just say very, very few words in the beginning. We have shared the presentation. Can you all see the slides? Can you confirm that you see some slides there? Okay, awesome.
Yes.
So, Eve, would you like to start?
Absolutely, I would love to. So first of all, welcome everybody. Welcome to this very, very exciting winner celebration. I think for Katia and I, this is probably the most exciting part of the whole programme, actually, because it's a really good opportunity to reflect on the past months that people have had, the journeys they've gone on, which are so different. And it really allows us to see the benefit that people have had from this process. So we love the winner celebration, and we're absolutely delighted that so many of you have actually taken your time out to join us and talk about that today. So thank you very much from the entire team.
Awesome. For one more time, we would like to say massive congratulations to all of you. Obviously, we are towards the end of the journey. You have only 1 month left in theory, although we do know that those relationships are just, they have just started in a way, and they're going to be continuing growing as you grow in this profession. And this is the feedback that we have received from mentors and mentees. So we hope that this applies to everyone. And Eve, maybe a quick mention to our sponsors, which without them, this program wouldn't be possible, right? So let's just thank them one more time.
Absolutely. Sponsors are really pivotal to this programme because actually they allow this to also commercially work. This accounts for the time, and there is a lot of time and behind the scenes work that takes place in the Silhouette Awards. Perfection doesn't happen by accident, and this whole process does take time. There's a lot of thought that goes into that as well. So a huge thank you to all of our sponsors that we couldn't do this without you. So this year we've been delighted to have Monarca as our power sponsor. So thank you very much to the team there, who also allowed us to do the Power Hour session with Nikki, who's on this call. So that was fantastic. We have our core sponsors of Ado Lights, GVA Lighting and Lug Lighting. And then, of course, our light sponsors of Atia Architectural Lighting, Intra Lighting, LED Lux, Lucent Lighting, Luce and WEEEF. And you will have to excuse my pronunciation because Katia is definitely much better at names and pronunciations, full stop. But thank you to all of you. That sponsorship really does mean a lot to us, and for you to support the up and coming talent in the industry in this programme is just fantastic. And it's not just the sponsors, of course, because we have supporters, lots of them. So I won't run through every single supporter. As you can see, we have a wealth of supporters that really do go across the entire industry and tap into all different programmes, whether it be different communities, whether it be different publications, and also trade associations, or to which some of you will be members of. These supporters, again, are really, really helpful in getting the message out there, offering support to the programme, allowing people to have press opportunities, which is really important, free memberships in some instances. I mean, our supporters really do go above and beyond. So thank you to everybody that supported us this year and will continue to support us for the next programme, actually. So thank you.
And we also hope that you guys have taken advantage of the benefits that the mentees are receiving from some of those organizations, like the Society of Light and Lighting have offered 1 year free membership, as well as the APDI for the Spanish-speaking winners, but also the VLD community have offered access to the platform, which has a wealth of presentations from various experts around the world, even some of our mentors here, which is fantastic. And also in the following week, you're going to receive a special surprise also for the mentors, because we have the partnership with Lead Design Awards, and they are offering a discount for all the professional entries from our mentors. So you're gonna receive an email, and if you're interested, they are gonna just cross-checking your details. But also for all of our mentees, they're offering one free emerging designer submission. So you will receive this news next week, but make sure that you take advantage of all of those opportunities on this program.
Absolutely. As Katia said, lots of freebies to be had, lots of things to take advantage of. And I know some of the mentees are doing a fantastic job of this and are really taking advantage of those opportunities. And talking of which, I know Katia is now going to run through the really important people that are part of this programme, and a lot of which are on the call today are mentees and mentors. Over to you, Katia.
And of course, here we see one more time, like all the different mentees and winners that have been part of the program on this year 3. And well, a big round of applause one more time for all of you guys. I don't know if you can still hear me. Looks like my internet is playing. Yeah,
we can hear you, Katia. Yeah,
we can. You're perfect.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. I don't know what is wrong today. But what I would like to say here before we go to the next slide is for anyone of you guys from the winning mentees that you haven't connected yet with the other winners, make sure you go online on social media, on LinkedIn, on Instagram, wherever you want, and reach out to them. Let's make sure that we all connect with each other. And the same goes for the mentors. You had your own mentor as a mentee, but all the mentors are part of the Silhouette Awards community and program. So feel free to just reach out to them on social media, on LinkedIn. All their contacts are available somehow, you know, because if you are there, you can really follow and connect with each other. So another massive thank you to all the mentors that they are here today and the ones who couldn't join because of the time zone. And congratulations, really. It's an honor for us to have you on board on this journey. And once Silhouette Award mentor is always Silhouette Award mentor, you are tied now with us. So we are very grateful. And
yeah, it's a massive community, and I think that's one of the things we pride ourselves on, isn't it, as a team? It's this community. You know, you're never really done once you join the community, and it's an ever growing community on a daily basis. You're in it, and there's lots of benefits: LinkedIn groups, training sessions, free memberships that we just spoke about, and then the really immediate connections that Katia just covered as well in the mentee and mentor community. So definitely utilize it.
Absolutely. And the last thing that I would like to mention here is that, as you all know, we have reached out to you to ask you to narrate your mentorship journey in a visual way or in a video interview that we hosted, or even in having a press opportunity. And all of those things are going to be presented in the following weeks and months. And you should be aware on Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube to follow, support, and celebrate all each other mentorship journeys.
Absolutely. And, you know, everybody that's participated this year, we hope that you've seen the benefit, and we're really looking forward to passing the floor over to Stacey and Nikki in a moment, who are going to be delving a little bit deeper into those relationships. But, you know, it's a real reminder here that entries open in mid-September, and we really are relying on our community to spread the word for us. You know, we really want you know, you might work with people, you might have peers, you might even know somebody on social media that think they could benefit from the experience. We really encourage you to put those people in touch, point them in the right direction, and to keep their eyes open on our social channels, where we'll be making an announcement about entries that are open. And it's not just for mentees, of course. We're soon closing our entries for mentors as well. So if you know anyone that's been in the industry a good while, perhaps somebody you've looked up to or has helped you personally, and you think they would be a great mentor, please just give them a little friendly nudge. Because I have to share with you, I did that today with somebody. I said, I'm really surprised to see that you didn't put yourself forward to be a mentor. And they said, you know what, I didn't know whether I'd be good enough. This person has been in the industry 20 years, has done amazing things. I won't go into specifics and identify them, but they are incredible. And to think that they have that feeling that perhaps they wouldn't be suitable. And I said, you absolutely are. You could bring some real value to someone. So please don't feel like that's not the case. You know, we take lots of backgrounds, and we want, you know, this program is open to everyone. It's very inclusive all over the world. Whoever you are, there's an opportunity to join a community. So please give friendly nudges, because sometimes people do need them. They don't always have the confidence to believe that they can do that. So yes, keep that going.
And with that, excellent. I think we're good also with the time, Eve. Very good job.
Oh, brilliant. Professional.
We can just go back and we will bring on stage, on our virtual stage, Stacy and Nikki, who are going to be bringing one by one on the people, the speakers that they said that they would like to contribute on this celebration today. And then, of course, the ones who hasn't shared their interest to speak, when we are done with the main speakers, let's say, we're going to stop the recording, and then we are going to open the stage for everyone to contribute and share and just be more in the celebratory mode and vibe. Okay? So thank you very much for joining, and let's enjoy the rest of the hour all together.
Let's celebrate together. Absolutely. Over to Stacey and Nikki.
Thank you very much. What a great introduction. I love it. Yeah, it's absolutely wonderful to see everybody, albeit virtually, and it's really inspiring to hear your individual kind of takeaways from this journey. So as even Katia said, we're going to kind of open up the next section to some select people that have said that they would very much like to share their experience. And Panos, we start with you, so we're going to open the floor, so to speak. And Nikki's going to introduce some questions to help guide the talk.
Sure.
Yes. Panos, how are you?
I am very well. How are you all?
Yes, we're all good, and we're excited to hear from you today. So thank you very much for going first. Not that we expect you to set the standard now. But yeah, so we wanted to hear from you over the months that have gone by during the mentorship journey. How has that been for you, the experience of being a mentor?
It's been great. It's been really good. And actually, I was quite lucky with Tiziana, because we kind of match, more than, mentor or mentee. And I think we said that before. We have more talks and lighting, which is, more inspirational for other parts of life as well. Motivation and, things we want to do outside of lighting sometimes, which is more important sometimes. But yeah, it's been great. I'm really happy I did that, yeah. I say to everyone to just go for it and do it 100%.
Good. So you're going to be referring some mentors to us this year then?
Why not?
Fantastic. Good.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. It's very rewarding. And also, as you mentioned earlier, it's like a community. You see outside, you see, on events, and you just connect. Even people, you know your mentee, somebody else, through the program. And you just say, "Oh, hi! I saw you, on the camera, or on the conference, or all that." It's great to see people. This program, I think, is an amazing. There is an amazing connection there.
Fantastic. Good. Now, one of the big questions often is obviously very busy people. It's making the time to be a mentor or a mentee. Obviously, there's both sides to think about. So tell me how you make sure that, you stick to your side of your commitment to be an effective mentor.
Well, to be honest, with Tiziana, we didn't have that problem. We probably, talk, beforehand, and we arranged time and date we're gonna meet. Even if it wasn't during the week, could be maybe the weekend. So, I think if you want to meet with someone and make time, that's not an issue. This is what I think.
Okay, fantastic. I think that really cements the importance of when we do that matching of mentors and mentees, isn't it? Making sure that connection's there, the chemistry, so that you do want to make the time for one another. Okay.
I think for me, the chemistry is everything. It's really the chemistry. If the chemistry is there, then you make an effort. I mean, I can't speak about whether there's no chemistry, but for me, it worked really well.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. Thank you, Panos.
You're welcome.
And
Thank you.
as if by magic, we're next going to speak to a really lovely partnership with Paulina and Sam. If you're both available to unmute yourselves, and we can ask you some fabulous questions.
Hello, you okay?
Hi, Sam.
Hi, Sam. And there's
Hello.
Paulina.
Hi, Paulina.
Hello, hello.
Paulina, actually, I have to say, I had the pleasure of interviewing Sam and Paulina earlier this week, and this is going to be great because they are another pairing that have an amazing chemistry. So yes.
Fantastic. Good. Well, we're all keen to hear about that then. So why has it worked so well? Have you got personal interests as well?
Yes, that was the main thing, I guess. It's not just about light, it's also about darkness. So this is our thing, for both of us, is a matter of passion or really a commitment to work more deep, I think, to change the present way that the things have been doing. So I think for both of us, it could sound naive, but it's a will to change the world. It's a thing that is very strong. So that was very fantastic to meet someone with the same passion for light and darkness.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't agree more. It's been really sort of refreshing to see. I mean, coming into the industry, you know, I'm very new to it. I know what I'm passionate about within the industry. You know, particularly against the whole light pollution side of things. And I mean, what a great figure in Paulina to have to sort of, you know, find my voice, as it were. You know, it's been really special. So I think our interest within that confusing and complicated topic has been completely parallel. So yeah, it's just been a real joy to have from the get-go.
Fantastic. Very good. Well, obviously in a mentorship relationship, generally you think that the mentee is going to be taking majority learning and guidance from the mentor. Paulina, have you found that, you know, Sam with his new ideas has given you some food for thought and some inspiration as well then?
Of course, I think that was the most surprising thing for me. I teach. I like to teach in the university, basically basics of lighting design. But this chance to have a one-on-one with someone I choose, that is, it was from everybody that it was fantastic. Everyone, all the mentees that applied were fantastic. But we have to pick some, and the more passionate about this darkness, you know, or the light pollution awareness were some. And what I learned is that I've been giving talks about this maybe 15 years, 12 years, something like that. And the way I speak is to people like me. You know, when I was young, that was my set. I was young long ago. So, and then comes someone really young, you know, and it's a different approach to learn things. So that was really a revolution for my mindset, and we talk about it. And I think more than a mentor-mentee thing, it was like brainstorms. How to change the way to achieve a goal and how to teach. It wasn't about making projects for light. It was about how to message in a better way. I have a way that is through conferences, through adult people, you know, that are over 40. And we are 20th century people. We are 20th century people. But the 21st, the people who born this century already miss the stars, already have a different approach. They already are born with connected. So it's a different type of humans, I guess. So it has to be different approach. So that was really fantastic to learn from Sam, and it was a brainstorm. It wasn't I was teaching. I was receiving as much as I was giving. It was a very fair and very enriched for me. It was fantastic, I guess.
Fantastic. Well, it sounds like it's been very beneficial for both of you then, which is wonderful to hear. Sam, have you got something that you would like to say to Paulina then? Because it sounds like you've built a very good relationship.
No, of course. I think the main thing is obviously a massive thanks, because what I really wanted out of it was exactly what I got, and that is sort of finding the right approach and the right voice stepping into this this lovely industry, really, and the opportunities that have come from this have been really brilliant. But just to meet with Paulina, and it was fairly regular, which I couldn't have been more thankful for, considering how busy Paulina is and how busy I am. It's been brilliant. So I think just a massive thanks to Paulina, and it's just really refreshing to see someone as like-minded from so far away. That's another thing that's been really good. But we've the passion and sort of almost aggression for the change within this complicated topic is completely driving all motivation to find a solution, to tackle this. And I think why I'm so drawn to Paulina's approach is because it is, finding sort of different ways into tackling this solution, and that's been really eye-opening, and it's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So thank you very much.
Thank you both. Sam, Paulina, I could sit and talk to you all day. You're both so inspiring. It's wonderful. I mean, everybody is, but it's wonderful. And Panos, we just need to say a quick farewell to Panos. We know you've got to disappear.
Thank you, Panos.
But thank you.
Thank you for the message. Light is definitely light, Panos.
Light is light.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye, Panos.
Thank you. So the next mentor-mentee pairing that we would like to introduce to come forward is Chip and Anna. We'd love to hear from you next, please.
Hello.
Wow. Surprise.
First, yeah, well, basically, I want to start off by thanking you guys, not only the mentors, the mentees, but the people that put this together. This is my 40th year in this industry, believe it or not, and I can't believe it because how fast it's gone. But one of the greatest things is the camaraderie and the support that all of the people that I've grown up with, and a lot of us old farts kind of sit around and say, well, what's the future of lighting? And this is inspiring to us. That, to me, the succession is we're in great hands with people, not only, the people that are putting this together, but the people that are participating. So I want to say a big thank you for all of that, because that's what makes our industry so great and so different than all the other design industries. And being older, I've seen that, and I just really want to, thank everybody and recommend to stay involved. That's the best thing that you can do. The next thing I would say is, Anna's incredible, and we've spent more time rediscovering ourselves too. The things, the challenges that she goes through, I haven't done that for decades and things. So it helps ground me all of the time. And it's been wonderful to see her growth through this. And so, every minute I kind of cherish, and I want to thank you guys for inviting me to help participate. With that, I'll turn it over to Anna and keep it quick.
Oh, thank you, Chip. That was lovely to hear. In 40 years, I think that deserves a round of applause. Well done.
I'm
just old.
Incredible.
Yeah, no, just adding off the back of that. It's been a fantastic experience over the last 6 months, and the guidance and support from Chip has been phenomenal in shaping both my personal and I would say professional growth. And there's definitely a couple of takeaways I have from this. And one of them kind of ties very nicely back into what you were saying, Chip, which is that design is collaborative. Design is collaborative, and there's such an importance in having soft skills and in basically volunteering for anything and everything within your own industry. Get to know the people within your own industry so that you can rely on them and use them for inspiration and influence as much as possible, because it will benefit not just yourself but also everyone around you and everyone that you connect with, and to make sure that we're telling the right story with our industry. So it's given me a much deeper appreciation for kind of the impact and the way that lighting can shape our experience and how we interact with the world around us.
It is a very, very sociable industry, isn't it? I'm new to it myself, and I've felt really welcomed, and I'm loving meeting so many people. So how are you two planning on continuing your journey now?
We're looking forward to meeting each other someday, in person, and I'm pushing her to hopefully attend the IALD Enlightens coming up. But I know our paths will continue to crisscross and support each other as it goes forward. So,
yeah,
what do you want out of it?
No. Well, yeah, I was say Enlighten the same. It's one of those things we're in the same country, but we're also very, very far apart. Because I'm down in Houston and Chip's up in LA, so we are like,
oh yeah,
it's
very different.
It's a couple of time zones between us.
Yeah. Good. Well, it sounds like, let's hope that we can get you together at some point, and hopefully we'll be there to see it. So that'd be wonderful.
Yeah. That would be incredible.
Thank you.
Fantastic. We would very much now like to hear from an individual. I'm going to find you on my screen, Rafa. Where have you disappeared to?
I'm still here.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Yes, I'm still here.
It's your turn next.
Hi,
yes,
Rafa.
sure. Hello. Hi, guys.
Hello. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for sharing your journey with us, Rafa. It would be great to hear how it's progressed over the last few months for yourself.
Yes, sure. So first of all, I would like to thank the Celebratory team, Stacy, Nikki, Eva, and Katya, of course, for providing us with such an opportunity, like to connect with designers and like mentors, and to have like a career development and progress. This is something like I would say is priceless, and to have like such an initiative in the market. This is like something really useful, and it's like priceless to me. And the thing is, when I joined like at the beginning of the journey, for me it feels like I'm gonna have like a to-do list, like a checklist for files. Like I need to learn this, I need to do that, and how to do this or that. But like since the beginning when we started it, it feels like more of connection and conversations. It wasn't like a checklist. It's not like just the goals we are ticking. It was more of like opening conversations and then sharing thoughts with each others. And it even goes like beyond even the lighting industry. Like some days we were like, even because we are living in the same region, some days we were like talking about the streets and the crowds and the traffic, and some days it's like the weather. It's like so it's like more of bonding together. And the thing is, also I want to mention that Faraz is like a very humble and a kind mentor, I would say. So like with someone with such a great experience in the market, like learning from them and like learning from him, and then also like having a forecast from my career path from him, it added a lot to me, I would say. So I would like to thank him as well for providing me with all the support and like all the time. And he was literally like just one call away. Like, and even he was like even sharing sometimes on Teams or WhatsApp, like this event is happening there, or this event is interesting, or you need to read this article, or like, so it was like more of building a strong connection with him. So
that's fantastic to hear, because it doesn't just stop at the organising the planned meetings, does it? Obviously for us, what you've been doing is sharing your knowledge and insights and thinking, Rafa would really benefit from that, and sharing it, and that must feel wonderful for you as well, for us in hearing that, how much of an impact you've had. Wonderful.
Well, Rafa, first of all, you took me by surprise. I hope everybody can hear me. I am actually in my car in a parking lot. I had to come for a meeting when I could not escape back in time. So sorry for that. But yeah, it's been a wonderful journey till now, and obviously we would be continuing this. And it's a different kind of relationship that we have built over the last few months. And for me, it was particularly, and in a very good, surprising way, it was so enriching. I could not actually envision that how much I would learn. Being a mentor myself, I could learn so much from Rafa. First thing is that Rafa is a wonderful human being. She is a very good designer. Her, the insights that she shares already are great. She is already there, and I think it's to get to know about all her insights, to get to know about all her process, and the way we connected. It was more of a, I don't know. I mean, like one of the previous mentors said that it's all about the connection, and it's not just about lighting. It's it's been a wonderful time till now, and we definitely hope to continue this for the long term. And the way we are connected is unique now in the industry, and we share this special bond now of silhouette, which would be there for the rest of our professional lives. And it's absolutely amazing. It's just fantastic. And hats off to all the team to have to initiate something like this, to get an idea, and then to pull that idea off in such a grand manner and so successfully. It's amazing, guys. It's absolutely wonderful.
Thank you.
Truly honored to be a part of this.
Thank you.
That is a testimonial, I think, needs to appear on our website right there.
Absolutely.
We love
high
that.
praise
No,
indeed.
that's fantastic. No, it's great to hear that, because there is a lot of hard work, and it's fantastic when that's recognised, and it bonds people in such a big way. And we'll summarise later, but I think there's a lot of instances this year actually, which has been incredible. So very exciting.
Fantastic. So both your lovely ladies have appeared on screen for me to talk to next. It's the wonderful pairing of Carla and Mashrara. Where are you? There you are. I can see you.
Hi, can you hear me?
We can.
Yes. Well, hi. Yes, our pairing was amazing, actually. Yes, so with Mashara was we kind of bond. We were discussing this in our last meeting. The beginning was kind of tiptoeing into this relationship, and I think now we got it. And yeah, but it's Mashara is very inspiring. She came with this doubt about being motivated in the lighting industry, and I think she is leaving the silhouette more motivated. For me as a mentor, I didn't know exactly what to expect, how to deal with the mentorship, and I've learned a lot with Mashara and her honesty, and I think it was about listening each other. Yeah, I would say that was like trying to listening and understand what each one of us were feeling and experiencing in lighting and personal life in that moment. So I think this was what make us the click. So I don't know, let's hear from Mashara.
Yeah, Mashara, with Carla just saying that then about, you coming away more motivated. I've had the pleasure of meeting Carla once, and I would definitely say she's very inspiring and very motivational. So we'd like to hear your thoughts.
I would absolutely agree with you, Nikki. I think it came as a surprise, the pairing, because I did not know about Carla much before Silhouette. And I think the first meeting that we had, of course, as she said, we were tiptoeing around and trying to understand what the motivation is and so on. But I remember after the first meeting ended, I was literally jumping, and I had to tell my family that, oh, this is so great. I finally feel like I'm gonna really enjoy this, and I was feeling motivated right after the first meeting, and that's been carried throughout the journey. Even if I mean, both of us are working, both of us have really strenuous and rigorous timelines and schedules. But even at the end of a full work day, when we would sit down for 1 hour and talk to each other, I felt refreshed after that, even if I was extremely tired. And I think that is a very big marker of a successful mentorship, I feel. I think Carla has been fantastic in being able to guide me in how to, connect with people. And that has really lent me the kind of, motivation that I was missing, because been working from home for the past 4 years. So haven't really had a lot of interaction, and didn't realize that was what was missing. And once that started happening, she suggested a lot of activities and reaching out to organizations, etc. And that has helped. That has helped a lot. We were also able to then finally work on a project. It was my master's thesis that was about organizing a light festival for my home city, Chandigarh, in India. And we had a lot of discussions about it, and took all of my research from my master's thesis, and with a lot of input from Carla about how to strategize, how to bring that research into an actual physical form. And I think even till the last meeting, it finally struck that, oh, we need to have a timeline, we need to have a like requirements and so on. And it was really fantastic. Is it possible to share the screen? I think I have a little doodle here that I could show you.
I think you can. You should be able to. Mashara.
Yeah. Just a second.
It sounds like you've grown personally and professionally then by learning from Carla and sharing ideas. Wow.
Just a little doodle. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Busy at all. Yeah, so we took whatever was relevant in my master thesis, and then we had a lot of questions about why the city and how to do this. And Carla was helpful in organizing talks with other light art enthusiasts, and I could take away from their experience and how they started, how to scale it, and then finally we were able to come up with a project plan to sort of scale down and then scale up over the years. So I think it's been really, really rewarding. And I am forever grateful to Silhouette and all the organizers and Carla for being part of this.
Yes, I can't wait to meet you one day in person. That would be lovely. Yes.
That'd be great. Thank you so much. That's lovely to hear how it's evolved and grown. So long may it continue for you both. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Beautifully inspiring. We have one more official couple to share before we move on to our last individual. So our last couple to officially share their journey is Neha and Margaret. Where are you both?
I know, I'm scanning. There's Neha.
Good, right.
Hello.
I can hear you.
Yes, thank you. Is she there, or maybe Neha want to share first, or should I start?
Lovely to have you both sharing your journey with us. So Neha, do you want to start first and tell us how this partnership has evolved?
Absolutely. I guess first of all, congratulations to the Silhouette Awards team. Like Chip mentioned, I think this is a fabulous program. This is probably the best award someone can get, getting a mentor to help you through
your professional journey. That's literally the best. I wish this was there 20 years ago. And I think this program has made the lighting world a smaller place, which is great. I'd like to share is when I was looking through the mentee applications, I was, I guess, looking for someone, you know, who had a spark in their eyes, a desire to learn, a desire to move forward, sort of a reflection of my former self when I was, you know, when I had just graduated and I just wanted to learn more and move ahead. And I was glad that I got my first choice mentee. Margaret and I have had a really interesting, you know, last 6 months. We've had lots of conversations, and she's shared a lot of her challenges that she's facing as, you know, she sees clients, she does projects for her clients, and I've been able to share my challenges as I'm running a small business, and we've seen a lot of commonality between our challenges. And I think that's been encouraging for Margaret, and that's been very inspiring for me. Also, what's been inspiring is to hear her journey and see where she has reached and where she has, you know, gone through so many challenges and broken so many boundaries, and where she is. That's a constant source of inspiration for me. And as a mentee, it's been so amazing to just slow down, listen, and, you know, find within myself what is it that I can give her. And it's been my goal to, you know, provide her with encouragement, give her the confidence to move ahead, and, you know, basically tell her you got this and you're doing an amazing job, which she is. So in that sense, it's been so rewarding for me. And, you know, mentor-mentee relationship is awesome. You know, as a mentor, you sort of get a glimpse into kind of your past. And as a mentee, you get a window into what the future could be and what the future possibilities could be, which I thought was a key takeaway from our conversation.
That's fantastic. Yeah, it's definitely a joint effort, isn't it? And we're never too old to be learning. So it's good that obviously that's how you've approached it. Margaret, then.
Yes, I would like to first to say thank you so much for the opportunity, and thank you to Neha as well for sharing her experience. I think it's really nice to hear from her as well. I think I agree with Neha from what I experienced. I think the mentorship so far is very fluid. I guess it's we kind of talk lots of things, but I think I learned a lot, not only, you know, like in terms of designing how to deal with light. I think it's more about like dealing with the industry with what I have in here. And then when she shared experience, I remember in my first mentorship, and then I remember it till now. Like she mentioned about like, well, it's okay. I mean, you don't have to be like feel like you get it all the time. Like even in my time, like I already like within the industry for such a long time, but you know, I feel nervous. So you shouldn't be, you know, you shouldn't feel bad about it. Like if you feel nervous or if you feel like you second guessing yourself, well, that's okay. I think you will have those kind of feeling all the time because you want it really bad. So I thought, yeah, I mean, most of the time she kind of like give me like encouragement to do with all the bits that I kind of like feel not really confident to do all the bits. And then I think it's really amazing as well. By the end of the, you know, like last month, I think she helped me a lot. Like I got like a research funding, and then she helped me to find all the resources and then introduce everyone like through LinkedIn. And then you guys, I think Katya as well, like try to pull everything together through LinkedIn. And I thought, wow, this is so amazing. Like I know I'm far away from everyone. Like it feels small, the community is small, but I think at the same time also feel like so huge. Like everyone really nice and really kind, helping each other. And then it feels, yes, although I'm far away, I'm still a part of the community, and then community is really helping each other, which is, I think, really nice. I thought like, well, maybe this is, you know, like this is why you should, you know, like get involved like or like helping each other, like join the community and then just not still sitting there and then do nothing or just watching people doing something else. But once you got the opportunity to help, or like just, you know, like if you have anything that you could share, you should share it, like, because everyone is so really nice to you. So yeah. Thank you so much for the time and the opportunity. That's mean a lot to me.
That's wonderful. That's a lovely testimony to you, Nia, how you've mentored and coached and guided Margaret then. Well done to both of you.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And last but by no means least, Andrew, it's over to you.
Here
We'd
he
love you
is.
to, here he is looking a bit perplexed. We'd love you to share your journey if that's okay.
I am a bit perplexed, yeah. First things, thanks to Chip for saying what he said. That was perfect. Thank you to everyone who organised this. It's been brilliant. Thanks, Chip, for doing that. Yeah, it has been fantastic. I've always felt I've had a lot of energy to think about what's next, what else can I do, what's next, how do I move forward, etc. Until I met Ksenia and realised I'm just ticking along. If you ever want to meet someone who's so full of energy, and from our first conversation we talked about 3 or 4 different things that she enjoyed, that she liked doing, wanted to do more of, and why she was doing what she was currently doing. And I thought, what a great conversation, someone so full of ideas of where they want to go. And I didn't think too much of it. I thought we'd possibly have 4 or 5 more meetings just refining, talking about how you move along those routes to get to where you want to get to. But we got to the second meeting and she'd done it all. She'd done all those things. They were ticked. So it's like, what's next? And it was, I used to think I was full of energy, but I'm clearly not. So it's been absolutely fascinating. I mean, the great thing isn't just how much energy she has, and that's why I was so keen originally when we were doing, we were looking through all of the people who had entered. Her ambition was to change the face of lighting design in Russia. I'm not sure if she said it in those words, but I'll paraphrase, you know. And I thought, wow, that's some ambition, because it's not a small task and it's not a small country. So that's what stood out for me was I remember when I was a graduate in my first year, I was at Arup and I was having my first year appraisal, and Gary Banks said to me, so this would have been in 96, I think, or 97. And he said to me, what's your ambition? And I think I was meant to say I'd like to be a manager and I'd like to learn some finance. And I said to him, I'd love to light a house on the moon. And he kind of dispelled and said, that's highly unlikely, Andrew, you know, maybe you want to learn some finance, or words to that effect. And talking to Ksenia is the same, that to have such ambition, to take on such a task in Russia, and but then when you started talking with her, actually she has a plan of what she knows, what she wants to know, what she wants to know more about, where she wants to go, but then gets on and does it. And it's incredible to see that from people who are considerably younger than yourself. And it's been brilliant. But then tied into all of that, we've had some amazing chats about our countries. You know, it's been brilliant to learn more about our 2 countries and how things are done here, how things are differently. Just getting hold of products in Russia at the moment, you know, it's been a real eye-opener. Things you just don't know are going on, and likewise how we take so many things for granted, you know, and we carry on as if nothing's happening. It's been absolutely wonderful, far more than I thought it was ever going to be. You know, I thought I might be passing on a few sort of tips and tricks that I did this wrong, I did this wrong, I did this wrong, don't do that. And actually do that, I think I've learned more than Ksenia's learned. It's been wonderful.
Wow, it's wonderful. Yeah, here.
Thank you, Andrew. That was absolutely lovely.
Yeah. It's I think, like you say, when you start off in your career, you think, right, how do I get from A to B as quickly as possible? But not everybody's got the grit and the passion and the determination that obviously Ksenia has had to actually go and action it. So kudos to you, Ksenia, for doing it and keeping Andrew on his toes by the sounds of it with new things and new ideas.
Definitely. I mean, I think. Sorry, Ksenia, were you gonna say something and add to that then?
Sorry.
Sorry, was it you that was just going to say something? Sorry, or?
Oh, I just want to say that Andrew maybe is too kind to me.
Oh.
Because I'm not so, you know. I don't have so much energy actually.
You do.
Meeting, we're in evening time after works, and I wasn't too bright at this point, but after our conversations, I felt so much better, you know, so much energy, inspiration, many thanks to Andrew. I really appreciate all his attention to me. Thank you.
Oh. Well, you know, Ksenia, with Andrew saying you're energetic, actually amongst the Silhouette Awards team, it was actually no surprise or accident, should I say, that Andrew was actually the last speaker, because we were like, he's so full of energy, he'll be a great final speaker, you know, to kind of keep the momentum going. So actually, it's a real compliment from Andrew to say that you're full of energy, because we think he's got bags of energy. So it's wonderful.
Yeah,
I see.
Absolutely. And you've finished off the conversations fantastically, because I'm pretty sure everybody now feels even more inspired than they did when we first joined the call, which is wonderful.
I think so. I think there were some great takeaways from that session. And I think, you know, one of the things that stuck out to me, I know that as a team, we work really, really hard to make this an inclusive and international programme. And somebody mentioned this makes the lighting world a smaller place. And I think that's great, because it means it doesn't matter where people are, you know, this community is for everyone. And, you know, we're constantly growing this through different partnerships, through our sponsorship network, through everyone that's on the call today, and those that couldn't make it. You know, it really is fantastic. And we want to make the lighting world a smaller place and as accessible really for everyone that we possibly can. And I'm sure, Katia, you've got some words to kind of summarise as well from that before we go a little bit more informal and switch off the recording. So shall I hand over to you, Katia?
Can I jump in real quick?
Yeah.
I have to go to another call. There's a chat going on about people possibly wanting to meet in California. And as I live in California, if we want to do that, let me know and I can help coordinate that. But I'll just say that because I got to jump off for another call. But thank you all again. Sorry to cut you off, Katia.
Thanks, Chip.
No,
That's
thank
wonderful.
you, Chip.
We'll all stay at yours then, Chip. Thank you very much.
No problem.
No, Rachel actually brought a great idea, because upcoming, it's the Enlighten Americas conference, I think is in October, if I'm not mistaken. Unfortunately, this time I'm not going to be able to go, but the beautiful thing of Silhouette Awards community that we're building is that all the mentors and mentees and people, supporters, sponsors, they are all around, right? So Rachel, we will definitely reach out to you to see the best way to like make some sort of like announcement, or you know, make sure that people know and meet you all in where Chip said to have some beautiful moments. I wanted to share one thing that, like, first of all, I would like to say massive thank you to Nikki and Stacy for curating and managing these fantastic discussions. It was really beautiful for me as well to, you know, lay back and enjoy and listen and get inspired and take notes. And it's exactly what Eve said, that I think this conversation has left us more inspired and empowered than when we entered. And I think that's exactly the reason why we are also doing this celebration online in that form, trying to accommodate everyone and trying to find the right time that everyone can join. I feel very moved from every single individual that I heard talking and sharing their personal experience. And I just want to say a massive thank you. I mean it with all of my heart to be part of this. And Eve, well, a massive thank you to you. Like thinking, like, you know, this journey goes some years now, and thinking of the day that we were talking about this over the phone during COVID, and being really not in a very empowering moment on our life, and where we are today, and having all of those people being part of it, and increasing the value of this journey. I cannot find the right words to say how grateful I am to be
Well,
part.
I'll take the opportunity to reciprocate those thanks, Katia, because I know, you know, from myself and I know the kind of wider team, we love collaborating with you as well. And you're right, this started off as really just a conversation saying, you know, we need to do something more, you know, for people that are just entering the industry. You know, particularly we're in the middle of a pandemic, and, you know, there's a situation where people don't have access to support. And actually, it's probably at a time when people need support the most. So we set to work, causing mischief and putting plans together, and here we are. And actually, you know, we're now thinking, obviously we'll be entering our fourth year shortly. We're already putting big plans together for like the 5-year celebration and all the things that we can do, and the opportunities that we can bring with the support and our wonderful sponsors that we mentioned earlier, as well as the extended network. So get ready for a bit of a shindig in our 5-year anniversary, is what I would say, and continue to keep that support up. It has been amazing. So I think before we go a bit more informal, and appreciate that some people may need to leave, we diarise 60 minutes for this, of course, and we'll switch off the recording in case other people want to come to the forum or ask questions in a more informal manner. But before we do so, I think just a really big round of applause to everybody. You're all amazing, and thank you, really. Go us. And I think on that note, we can switch off the recording and we'll make it a bit more informal.
I think we've got a couple of questions as well.
Oh, wow.